What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, today we are doing something a little bit different, and instead of trying the cheapest possible dresses we can find on the internet, which is what we normally do, this time I thought, why not try and find the most expensive dresses on a website like Shein. Shein is notoriously known for affordable pieces of clothing, but what if we found the most expensive items on this website and see if the actual quality improves by much or maybe not at all? I thought this was quite an interesting video concept, so I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up down below. I feel like a lot of these dresses are super unrealistic, and although the price point is much higher than you would normally expect from Shein, in the grand scheme of things, for the dresses that you're going to see in this video pictured in the listings, it does seem a little bit too good to be true. But anyways, without further rambling, let's get straight into trying the dresses. Alright guys, so here is my bag of goodies. This bag is quite heavy and we have a lot of dresses to get through today. Oh wow! Okay, I'm seeing some sequins and beads and it looks pretty promising. Okay, the first dress we're gonna be trying out is this one here, and as you can tell by the photo, I have a sneaky feeling this is not Shein's dress. This is gonna be quite clearly a remake because that dress is just way too stunning, and that photo was clearly taken by some like skilled photographer, not just like a marketing team. So on Shein, this dress listing was £67, which in the grand scheme of Shein prices, that is quite high. This is how the dress has arrived, so let's take a peek. Oh, wow. Okay, I have to say, right off the bat, I can totally see this being a huge improvement to normal Shein quality. Obviously, the Shein that we all know is known for super affordable kind of pieces, which are not always the best quality, but for the price point that you pay, it is justified. This, however, is a huge improvement to the normal like quality that we get with Shein. I mean, it's not perfect, but like look at the sequins, look at the bodice, the boning that is in here is real. It's got a zipper in the back and it's so sparkly. The pointy parts of the bust are not perfect. I'm hoping that once it's on, they're gonna kind of straighten out and look a little bit more even because one is super curled in. It also has this like strap on the inside, which is basically like a bra strap. It's super thick and I'm guessing it's just built in at the back to kind of tighten the chest area. As you come down the dress, you can suddenly see the cutoff of the underlayer, which is so annoying. I feel like this could have been such an amazing dress if this underlayer just continued, because you can totally see where it ends and it's not gonna look great. The dress itself is pretty simplistic. Like the bottom of it, like the skirt is super lacy, very cool. I like it. It's giving that mermaid vibe. I guess more of a evil siren vibe, if I will, because it's pretty like gothic in my opinion. It then also comes with all this, which I'm guessing is gonna be the veil and hopefully some other bits. Nope, it is just the veil, I believe. It is a bit of a shame that it hasn't come with like the gloves and the bits and bobs, but it does come with a veil, which I think is cool enough. The veil has this really awesome lacy kind of trim. It is cool. It's very long. There's a lot of fabric. This is pretty awesome. The veil also has all these tiny little baubles and sequins kind of attached to it. I guess they're more like beads. Yeah, this is really cool. I can already tell this isn't gonna look exactly like the photo, but let's go try it out anyway and see how it fits. All right guys, so here's the first dress and what it looks like on. I'm feeling very gothy in this. I kind of feel like I could pass off as like Morticia Adams or something. I mean, first things first, it's definitely a very beautiful dress and I do feel like it is somewhat inspired by the original photo. It definitely is not anywhere near as nice. We've got the veil, of course. We've got the like really nice lacy dress with the boning sort of bodice. But then as suspected, you have this like underlayer that just cuts off right there and it's so obvious. I really don't think that looks great, which is such a shame because this could have been a really nice replica. So now that I have this dress on, I'm kind of like thinking, where would I actually wear a dress like this? Because It just is so freaking extra, especially with the veil accessory. I mean, sorry, but this is literally giving like a gothic wedding. Instead of wearing a white wedding dress, I'm sure a lot of people wear black wedding dresses. So I feel like if you're wanting to get married in something that's a little bit non-conventional, then this totally could be it. The veil is a little bit annoying because it doesn't actually have a clasp or anything, so I'm just having to attach it with a grip. But this is how it's looking. It's actually quite a big veil. I really wasn't expecting this veil to be just like the photo, and it actually is, apart from the fact that it doesn't want to stay on my head. Okay, I've managed to pin the veil with a slightly better hair grip, and I feel like now it's actually staying on. But yeah, as I was saying, the veil is actually super nice. It's very, very big, which I was not expecting. The veil looks exactly like the photo, which is very surprising. As for the dress, let me just show you guys that up close. So of course we have the sort of bust area, which I was saying is a little bit misshapen. I feel like once it's on, your sort of like bust area does kind of straighten out these little bits, and I'm sure you could sort of bend them into position over time. The boning feels really nice, and actually this dress is really super snatched in the waist and the hips, as you can see. So with this dress, I literally have only the one criticism, and that's the underlayer being sort of cut off right there, which kind of spoils the look. On a scale of 1 to 10, I will say the quality of this feels quite nice, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it probably like a 9. The next dress we have is this one here, and this one is a really stunning red one. This looked so red carpet worthy. Now, this dress was originally £50, but when I got it, it was on offer, so it was £31. It just looked so luxurious and so expensive in the photo. Again, I have no idea if this photo was Shein's or whether they might have stolen it from somewhere else, but here is the dress. I have high hopes because it feels heavy, and when a dress feels heavy, generally you know it's gonna be decent. Okay guys, I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think I'm ready for this. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! What the heck? How? How did they manage this? Genuinely, I can't believe this is from Shein. This just looks so nice. It has a zipper in the back. It's got this really nice see-through kind of mesh sleeve with all these sequins. I absolutely love the satiny kind of fabric, and like the bust, it actually has built-in cups. It's even got a little strip of like rubberized kind of string just there so that it doesn't like come down. All these little details is what makes a dress great. So I'm so happy. The dress is pretty simple on the bottom. The skirt just continues, but it's quite long, and it has a bit of a like little train, which is awesome. I can't believe I got all this dress for £30. Like, this looks nice. And also the boning actually has metal inside it. It's actually real. Okay, come through Shein. Let's go try this on and see how it fits. All right, now moving on to the red little number. This is how it's looking, and I've got to say, I'm very impressed with this. It just looks so luxurious. I absolutely love the neckline. I will say one thing though, it is a little bit loose around the chest area. I wish that there was just a little bit more tightness there. What I really liked about the first dress is that it had that like bra strap sort of feature where you could tighten it as much as you wanted to your actual chest. And I feel like this dress being also a little strapless moment could have really benefited from that feature, just because the cups are not really sitting where they need to be, and I feel a little bit like vulnerable in this. Apart from that though, this dress is literally a masterpiece. Like this part here, this part here, oh, I just love it so much. The ruching across the stomach area is such a shout as well. I really, really like that because it just makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. And also, the length of this is super long. Like, look. It actually has a long, long train, so I'm super happy with that. The sleeves, however, are a little bit scratchy, but I feel like that's to be expected with this kind of organza fabric. It is literally so rare for me to try anything with this like see-through mesh fabric and it not feel itchy. Like, I think I've only ever had that experience once in my life. So yeah, all in all, I'm gonna give this dress probably like an 8 out of 10. It would have been so much better if it actually had a little bit more support in the bust area. Right, the next dress we're gonna be trying out is this one here, and this is probably probably the one that I'm most like, how is this real? How is this dress on Shein? Granted, it is £114. That's how much I got it for. Apparently it was reduced from £163, but who really knows? This dress legit looks like a dress that you would find on one of these websites like Tabia or Mina. These dresses are expensive, you guys. I mean, if you haven't seen my previous 2 videos about these types of dresses, definitely click the eye. Visually, I feel like this dress looks quite similar, like in the photo. So let's see what it actually is like. This is how it has arrived. Looks promising. Let's open her up. Okay, all right. She feels heavy. Okay. Wow. So far, so good. I mean, it does look a little bit more flimsy than it did in the photo, especially this section here. It's made of like, kind of like see-through fabric, but it has these like little ribbings which kind of give it its shape. Perhaps it just needs a little bit of stretching out because of the way it's been shipped here, but I mean, I'm very impressed with like the sequin work. I mean, look at it. Look at all the sequins. It's got cups, like actual padding in the boob area. It looks pretty fancy schmancy, especially this huge flower here. Like, I'm sorry, but that does not look like Shein. The thing that's really annoying me about all these dresses is the fact that the underlayer skirt just ends. Like, you've gone through all this effort of making this beautiful dress. Why ruin it with this underlayer being so short? Like, that is gonna literally ruin the dress. It then of course has the slit in the side, and yeah, the whole dress is pretty sheer. So to be honest, I don't really understand why it was so expensive. I guess it's because of like the sequinage, but yeah, they definitely cheaped out with the underlayer, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that. But let's go try this dress on and see how it looks. All right guys, so here is the next one, and I do really feel like this is like the cheaper version, the cheaper sister of the original dress. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I didn't have that photo, the photo right here in the listing as comparison, I would have said this dress is great. Like, as a standalone piece, it's fine, nothing wrong with it apart from the underlayer. We'll get to that. I really like this one sort of sleeve thing. It's a nice little feature, as is this. But yeah, it definitely doesn't compare to the original in terms of looks and quality, which was kind of to be expected anyways. But this is how it's looking. It actually has a decent length to it, and the slit is pretty nice as well. But it's just the freaking underlayer. Like, what is going on? It just completely ruins the dress. Let me know if you guys agree. I just feel like this could have been such a nice dress if it went all the way down. I wouldn't have even minded if this dress didn't have a slit and actually just carried on the underlayer, because I'm pretty sure that's probably why they cut it off right there, because that's where the slit begins. But what they really should have done is just carried on the underlayer and stitched it to this slit. That's like normally what would happen with decent quality dresses. So it is a little bit of a shame that they let it down with that, because the rest of the dress really isn't that bad after all. This dress once again has that built-in sort of bra strap in the back, so I was really able to get it nice and tight, and I feel such a difference between this dress and the previous one. It just feels really supported, and like I'm not just gonna slip out of it. And once again, this dress is strapless, so yeah, it definitely goes a long way. I don't really have much else to say about this dress. I mean, at least it's not see-through, so there's that. So I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna give it like a 6. Moving on to the next one, we're now gonna be trying out this little minty green number. This dress was £88, reduced from £130, and here it is. Once again, this feels quite like hefty and heavy. There's a lot of sequins and beads attached to this one. I mean, look at this. That is pretty impressive already. It's folded so neatly as well. Let's unravel this dress together. Whoa, this is literally such a moment. What the heck? Look at all this like dangly kind of pearls. The bodice is everything. It's a little strapless dress. It's got built-in cups. It's got the rubberized kind of grippy part at the top. It's laced it up yourself in the back, which is amazing because you just know it's gonna snatch. It then has this really amazing glittery sequiny kind of skirt to it with a really nice big slit. And not only that, but it also has this like really cool see-through kind of green fabric on either side of the dress. It's just giving fairy tale. It's giving like fairy vibes. I'm so here for it. This feels really, really nice, and it definitely feels a lot more premium than I'm used to with Shein. So I feel like, yeah, the extra money does definitely go a long way. I can totally see a huge improvement in the quality, so money definitely does buy quality. Again, let's go try this one on and see how it looks. All right, and here is the next dress. This little green number is everything. I'm really, really liking this. I feel like this would be such an amazing dress for prom. It's just the right amount of glitz and glam, and it just looks so cute. This, I have to say, I think looks exactly like the photo, especially these little floaty bits on the side. They just definitely add a little bit of like glam and glitz to this whole look. I think out of the dresses so far, this one might be my favorite in terms of like the quality and the fit. Literally the only thing that's like a minor kind of problem is the bust area right here. The boning really kind of bends and curves and like points into my skin right here, which to be honest, it does give my boobs a nice shape. It definitely gives it a little bit more of a curve, but I don't know, I just don't really like that pointy sort of feeling right in the top of my boob there. But it's literally such a minor little thing. I thought it'd be worth mentioning. It's not causing me like a great deal of pain, but it's just a little bit annoying. But other than that, I feel like this dress is totally worth the money, and it is just so pretty, like something out of a fairy tale. So I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Okay, we now have 2 dresses left. The next one is this one here, which is, oh my gosh, such a princess dream. If I could do prom all over again, I feel like this would be it. Again, this was one of the dresses that just looked way too good to be true, especially for the price point, because I managed to get this for £47. And again, as far as like Shein prices go, that's pretty high, but it has been reduced from supposedly £71. So let's take a look. Again, it feels like we might be onto something here because it feels quite heavy. Oh my gosh. There's so much like rigidity to it. I wish you could feel this. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, there is a bit of cardboard in there, to be fair, so that's probably what made it feel really hard. Ooh, it comes with clear straps in case you want to wear it strappy. Okay, I'm so ready for this. What? Guys, this is my Disney princess moment. Are you actually kidding me? Look at the sleeves. They're so cute. And like the little bra area, it's actually got real cups inside. It then has a bit of a modesty panel. This feels really nice. Wait till you see the back though. I feel like that is what makes this dress. And this dress definitely needs a huge steam, that's for sure. This is it on the back. As you can see, it's got a little lace up moment, which then comes to this huge bow. The bow is so cute. Oh my gosh. It definitely needs a little bit of like steaming and sprucing up, but this could be such a vibe. I mean, look at it. The bow is everything. The dress then comes to this huge poofy kind of skirt. You could totally make this even more poofy by adding like a petticoat under this. But to be honest, it already has quite a lot of volume all on its own, and I love the glitteriness of it. It really just does look like something out of a fairy tale. So let's go try this on. I really hope it fits. Okay guys, I cannot with this dress. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. I'm already in love with it just from the front, but wait until you see the back. It is literally such a princess dress. Look at that bow. It is huge. That bow literally is so long, like this strap here just kind of dangles down, and it's so pretty. I mean, granted, it definitely needs a steam like all throughout, but yeah, I feel like this will be such an amazing dress for prom again. Because it's got that tightening in the back with the string, you can really snatch it in as much as you'd like. The bust area has the cups inbuilt, so I feel totally secure and really like safe. And also the modesty panel is really nice as well. The sleeves are so cute. They're actually like the holy grail of what's holding up this bust, I think. I do wish that the dress had a little bit more like volume on its own, but you could totally add a petticoat underneath this and it would definitely achieve that slightly poofy look like this. I feel like when it's poofy like this, it just gives it such a Disney princess vibe. Genuinely, I have nothing wrong to say about this dress. It is really nicely fitted. I love the bodice. Also, I forgot to say that the bow is actually detachable, so you can completely take it off. It's just on these little like plastic clips. and this is how the dress would look without it. I personally love the bow. Like, granted, it needs a steam, but it is so cute and it's actually so big. Everything is just great. So again, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. And now the very last dress we're gonna be trying out is this one here. This one was £87, which again is quite a lot for Shein. This one is just so beautiful. It's super like sculpted. It has so much like detail work. So I'm really hoping it's gonna live up to my expectations. I feel like this could be such an amazing like birthday party dress or like a fancy event dress, maybe even like a New Year's Eve dress if you're going to a fancy party. First of all, this does not disappoint. Look at all the like beads, look at all the sequins. This would have taken a lot of effort to sew onto the body of this dress. Oh my gosh, it's like that for the whole dress. Look at it. It looks like a spider web. It goes all the way down and the like underlayer does not end halfway through the dress. Thank God. This I feel like could be my favorite dress of the whole video. Who knows? It's also lace up in the back, by the way. Once again, it's got that grippy sort of strip right here so it doesn't fall down. If this one fits nice, I'm gonna be so happy. Let's go try it on. Okay, you guys, here it is. Here is this sparkly little moment. This is just making me think of like New Year's Eve fireworks night. It's just such a beautiful dress. The amount of detail that has gone into this is mental. And I have to say, this is a bold statement, but out of all of them, I feel like this one is the best fitted and it's the best quality. The way that the beads kind of drape over the arms like a bardo little moment is just so cool. And also I was able to really snatch my figure with this one because when you pull the strings at the back, it really just like tightened in the right way. Whereas some of the other ones, even though they had that feature, it just would kind of tighten and then the fabric would go like this, like really close to each other, which I don't think looks that good. However, with this one, you can still see that it's a lace up sort of detail and it doesn't pull it too tight together. Also, the length of this is just perfect. It's got a little tiny train to it, so it'd be perfect with heels. I just love all the intricate details on the front. All these dangly parts are so cool. And I really would not expect that a dress like this would emerge from Shein. Like, the amount of detail they put into this is actually crazy, and I feel like that is definitely reflected in the price point. So I am super impressed with this one. I think out of all of the dresses so far in this video, this has got to be my favorite. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, and needless to say, I'm giving this whole thing a 10 out of 10. All right, guys, so that was all of the dresses from Shein that we're going to be trying out this time around. These were some of the most expensive dresses that I've ever seen on Shein. To be honest, I never even realized that such dresses actually exist on Shein in the first place. So if you guys have ever seen these types of dresses on Shein and just like wondered whether they're a scam or not, I'm here to tell you that they are actually decent. Obviously, compared to regular Shein prices, these prices are a bit steep, but I have to say the quality is definitely a lot better than usual, so those price points are justified. And like I said, if you were to get these types of dresses with this type of design from other like Instagram brands or other websites in general, you'd be looking at like £1,000. So this is just a good way to be able to get these like bougie looking dresses, but on a budget. Let me know in the comments which one of these dresses was your personal favorite. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up down below and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!